So here's a very confusing fact for you. Fish can die from bloat, but not bloat. There's a couple of different protozoans that cause the disease that we call bloat, which normally makes the fish bloat up. The fish will bloat almost exclusively due to stress, particularly if they're new fish, particularly if they're wild caught, and particularly the longer digestive system fish like trophius tend to be the ones that fall victim to bloat. So the fish will often bloat up. Now if they bloat up and their scales stick out, then that's dropsy, which is rarely ever curable. Then there's also bloat, which can be cured using various metronidazole and various medications, which you really should consult an aquarium vet if you are going to look at any of these sorts of medications. But it is also possible that fish can die of bloat and not actually bloat up, which is obviously very difficult to diagnose. The only way that you'd be able to diagnose that is by, as soon as the fish dies, or right before it died, you'd have to send the fish to get the fish to a vet, and then they would have to use microscope swabs in order to diagnose what the actual problem is. Now obviously you're not going to go running off to a vet if a standard goldfish dies, but if you have a whole tank full of super expensive fish, then that trip to the vet may actually be well worth it. But don't go running off to any vet. You really need a fish vet. So make sure that you come and speak to people like Majestic Aquariums, where we can recommend a good vet that's actually going to be able to help you with these problems.